How do you feel like camp has gone so far?
It went great. Ran my 4 hours, impressed with the time. So, I'm feeling pretty good.
What was your time?
4:09.
You felt good though?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what have some of the Mississippi State coaches been saying to you today? And obviously, they hope that you're still high on them, I'm sure.
Yeah, they just tell me to keep my nose clean, make sure that I'm eligible for school. So when it's time for me to make my commitment to any school I go to, there's no worries or wonders if I'm going to be eligible or not to play.
Is Mississippi State still on top for you?
Yes, ma'am. Really I don't have on top school. I have what I call favorites, based on how I like the coaches or whatever. In Mississippi State, I like their coaches tremendously.
Now, talk about some other schools that are also pretty heavily in the mix for you.
Alabama, they're kind of heavily in the mix because when I was really digging them when Coach Davis was there, he was my right-hand man, I'm talking about. He kept me straight, meaning, always kept me on the right path, motivated me to do my best. When I went to camp and didn't feel like working, he always said something to make me want to get out there and show off my talent.
So what about some other schools as well other than Alabama and Mississippi State?
Ole Miss, I like Ole Miss, like Coach Price, the D-line coach. He's a character, he always have something funny to say when I'm up there that lights my day up.
Anybody else in there too?
Not really, because I'm a Mississippi boy. I don't know too much about the other schools, just about the intermediate ones.
So what makes Mississippi State that school that's on top for you?
Like I say, hands down, man down, it goes to Coach Chris Wilson. When I first met the guy, it was like he was a magnet. I attached to him just because he was being 100 with it, and he kept it real with me from day one, and it went from there.
What does he say to you that you feel like is so real?
I mean, everything we talk about, he keep it honest with me. He let me know that all the college is going to treat you, good when you come, but when I commit, he going to expect nothing but the best. Nothing less, nothing more.
Yeah, so when do you think you might make your commitment?
I'm still kind of undecided, but I'm definitely going to wait till February to when it's signing day. I'm not going to do anything early. Going to stay uncommitted until then, until whenever, I guess.
What about official visits? Any idea where you might go?
I'm supposed to be taking an official visit to USC and to Oregon, and we'll see how that goes.
Now, are those schools actually in the mix, or you just want to take trips?
USC and Oregon kind of one of my undercover schools. People think I won't leave the state, but I will. But Oregon and USC are definitely some schools that I could consider attending in the future.
You've been so dominant in the past. What do you need to work on, though, with part of your game? Are you, concentrating on this summer?
My attitude, when guys take cheap shots at you, I have a tendency to want to get back at them, the wrong way. So I want to work on my attitude, be able to take that stuff.
Also, what do you think of, you've seen Channing Ward play. What do you think of his game, and what do you think makes him stand out?
His speed and quickness, and he's finesse with his moves.